You're trying to hear me? Okay. I don't want to go to work tonight. What's good, everybody in the chat? Oh boy. What up, Try?
It's good.
Nothing much. Just trying to do some relaxing before I go to work tonight.
Okay.
You know, it's crazy. I thought I had this out, but I actually don't. I was like, you know what? Fuck, I
I
just don't
never
have the
bought that one.
albums.
I never bought that one.
You said what?
I never bought that one.
Yeah, because the vinyl, I got the vinyl that's selling in my vinyl shop, but the thing is, it has no cover, and I think it's a
Oh,
clean copy of shit, so I'm not
okay,
trying to pay it
okay.
for it.
I hate
You
it
said
when
what?
yeah, yo. I hate it when it come like that.
Right. See, if it's like a rare, I haven't feel like I can find the album like very cheaply somewhere else and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like the only time I bought a rare album and it was clean was Teflon's My Will.
Right.
Actually, no, scratch that. It was No ID's the Black Album and Teflon's My Will.
No ID.
Yeah, No ID. Yeah,
I didn't get his album.
it's been years since I've heard the joint. If you like one day it will make sense. Yeah, you'll probably like that album. That's the best way to put it.
Okay, that's what's up.
I'm gonna start in about 10 minutes to just get my work clothes situated.
Good thing.
Yeah, last night was a fun review.
It was. It was good for once.
I was like, look at me enjoying a Shantae Moore album like this one.
What? Look, check us out. The number us. Hmm. Yes, yes.
And then we're gonna do Wu Tang today and shit, which I can't wait to talk about this
Right.
album.
Wu Tang review. Any Wu Tang review is great with me.
Yeah, this might be the best review this week, honestly, for me.
We did Iron Flag last month. That was good.
Yeah. I'm thinking the next one might be Capadonna's The Yin and the Yang, which unfortunately I don't want to talk
Mm.
about.
I never brought that. Yo, you know what? Yo, I had a CD seller that was supposed to throw that in there,
Right.
and he never. I think he ended up giving it to somebody else, and he gave me the Big Boy Solutions Left Foot. I'm like, this is a better album. So thank you very
Yeah.
much for not including the Yin and the Yang.
Yeah, I definitely feel you about that.
Yeah, I heard like one joint. I never heard the whole album though, but the Pillage will always be his best album.
This is the only good album.
I like the Stu Bangers one he did last year. That was good too. You ever heard that one?
I heard some of it, to be real with
Yeah,
you. I gotta
that was fire. That
re-listen
album
to
cover
that.
was fire.
But yeah, I think I might do a double review on RZA's Digital Bullet and Capadonna's The Yin and the Yang, but I'm not too sure yet.
Nice. Digital Bullet. I think they re-released that actually.
They did.
Yeah, I got to get those action figures. They re-released like they released some action figures for the RZA.
Oh, dope.
I'm doing like an unboxing when maybe in February, later this month or February. I'll do an unboxing for that.
Okay, that's sick. That's sick. Can you hear me knocking? I'm definitely looking for the next collection video being sometime in the spring.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing my collecting on February. I gotta recuperate some funds this month.
I've already started.
Yeah, I
I've already
know.
started.
I know.
It's gonna be like mostly games this time though. I'm in a gaming mode right now. So
Yeah, I definitely gotta get some vintage games myself.
mm,
But like I said, I gotta do one thing for my car, pay one more bill, and I should be good.
right,
Because after that fucking insurance still close to $1,000 for me, I
right,
gotta wait for that stupid ass check before I can really start getting some money. Like I got some money a couple days ago from a hustle, but still,
right.
niggas actually stole from my money and shit. We ain't gonna have that shit happen.
It's crazy.
Give me 1 second, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
Sam said Digital Bullet is a decent album. I've never actually heard the album, but I've heard bits and pieces of RZA's solo discography over the years. That's all I gotta say.
No, I don't remember that song. Who's that? Nazareth? Who the hell is that?
I remember that song, Love Hurts. Love
I
that
don't,
song.
I don't remember that.
I hate that song. Okay. Yeah, Ronnie, I never cared for that song too much.
Who cares what you're going to see?
Okay. Y'all gonna watch Avatar 2? Ugh, trash. I never liked Avatar to begin with. Hell, Puss in Boots got beat that shit in the box office last week and stuff too. So I'd rather watch a Puss in Boots movie over Avatar.
Never seen it.
You're not missing anything. That's all I gotta say.
Puss in Boots. Never seen it. And I never seen
Oh, you
Shrek.
talking?
No, Avatar. I
Oh,
saw. I never saw Puss in Boots.
oh yeah, Avatar's trash. What's up, Mike?
Mike was good. With BJ at? Get your ass in here, BJ. You looking in the damn chat. Get in here.
There's my charger. Yes. Yo, Sam, I'm about to watch the Steve Harvey show on Prime right now. Yeah, my just want to do this quick review and shit.
Oh shit.
What?
Now I'm watching something.
Shit. Better lyricist, Keith Murray or Ghostface Killer? I gotta go with
Ghost.
Ghost.
Better discography, better lyricist.
Ghost all the motherfucking way, boy. Because people be forgetting that this was actually his first album on Def Jam and shit.
Right. It's the third album, right?
This is actually his fourth album.
Fourth album.
Uh-huh.
What was the second one? Oh yeah, okay, okay. The third one was Bulletproof Wallets.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Got some noisy ass neighbors and shit. Like, shut the fuck up.
Right. Fucking neighbors, yo. What's wrong with these neighbors? My neighbors are like that too. They don't want to shut the fuck up. Especially when I'm online. Like, pipe down,
Exactly.
fall back. You got greatness at work here.
That's why I don't like reviews in the afternoon, early evening. But you know what? Like, it don't matter. Fuck it.
Thank you, Sam. It's dumb questions that he's asking us. That's why I'm not answering them. You know how that goes.
Y'all be funny as hell already and shit. I think I
You
might order a
apologize because you're
pizza
dumb,
tonight.
or you apologize for asking dumb questions? Which one is it?
Stop
What you
it.
apologizing for? You can't help that you're dumb, you know. Asking dumb questions is a different story.
Let me get one more thing before we start this shit. Not wow, lol. I was thinking about doing a top 10 hip hop albums of 2022.
Okay. Why haven't we done it? The heads want to know. What is your favorite
Cause
album of last year? Everybody wants to know.
I haven't heard everything from last year.
I've heard pretty much everything. Just about. I don't think there's anything that I haven't heard. There's albums that I didn't think I was gonna like Ab Soul album,
Right.
and that surprised me. You know, JID, his album was pretty good.
I did not like that album.
You didn't like that album? Well, that was my
That
first time
GID
hearing his
album.
album. Yeah. I kept hearing about this dude and how he's so great, and that was my first time hearing his album.
That album he had, I think it's got a never ending story is way better, but it's all good.
Ab Soul album was really good though. I definitely enjoyed that one.
I like Joey Badass's album.
Joey's album was pretty good. It took long enough to come out with it. You know, Kendrick album was okay. He had some of those songs that I liked. I don't think it was a great album though, but he had some good songs I liked on it. As far
That
as
Kendrick album's
Wu,
low key growing.
huh?
I said that Kendrick album's low key growing on me.
As far as Wu, the only thing that anybody from Wu dropped was the Capadonna album was two bangers. I didn't hear nothing from Ghost yet. I know he's working on stuff. Raekwon's working on
Ghost
stuff.
dropped an
We
EP.
didn't get the Method Man and Havoc album. I don't know when that's coming out.
Yeah, I know Ghost just dropped an EP not too long ago.
That's the Christmas joint, but it's only I think you can only get it from his website. It's not on streaming like that.
Oh wow.
RZA dropped he dropped the EP with Scratch. That was pretty decent, and he dropped an something else
Yeah.
like something for his comic book or something. But that's about it. It was like RZA, Capadonna that drops the stuff something.
Yeah, man. Maybe since it's like the 30th anniversary of 36 Chambers, we might get some Boo related shit.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice.
All right, I'm ready to start whenever you are.
Let's go.
All right, what's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing this lovely Thursday evening? This your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try with me.
That's good.
All right, today we're going to talk about Ghostface Killah's fourth album, the Pretty Toney album. This album came out on 4/20 of 2004. You know what I'm saying? This was actually the first album that he dropped on Def Jam recordings, Def Jam Records recordings, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Singles albums known for were, excuse me, Tush, with Missy Elliott. That was a single.
Right.
There was another single too. Hold on. There was another single. Oh yeah, Run with Jada Kiss. That was the other single and stuff too.
Fire.
So,
That was fire.
oh yes. Oh my God. We'll talk about that one.
Yeah.
Producers include Ghostface, RZA, True Master, No ID, Knots, and Emily. Guest appearances include Track the God, Sheik Luch, Styles P, Missy Elliott, Allah Real, um, Jackie O, Jada Kiss, Music Soul Child, and K Fox. All right, so this album came out 3 years after the Bulletproof Wallets, which that album it got like some mixed reviews. I know there's like a lot of people that like the album,
I love it.
same, but then there's other people that don't really care for the album. But if you guys remember when we did the review, that album went through a lot of sample issues, sample issues and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they actually have the original version of the album and stuff like that, which I kind of prefer that version because you know that has songs like "The Sun" with Raekwon and Slick Rick, which
Right.
if that was on like the retail version, that might be my favorite song off the album. To be real with you and shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So between that time and the pre-Tony album, you know, Ghost was pretty much like a free agent. He had pretty much dropped the greatest hits album in 2001 just to finish off his contract and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And then also the fact that he pretty much was looking to sign to other labels and shit like that. And that's when he got signed with Def Jam Records. You know what I'm saying? And this was around the time when Jay was no, he didn't become president yet. That was like late 2004 and stuff like that too. But
Right.
speaking of Jay-Z, he actually Ghostface actually performed at the Jay-Z's Fade to Black documentary, which is where
Mhm.
the album cover came about. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
I remember that. He came out with Beyonce. He came out for the Beyonce set.
Yeah, doing Summertime.
Yeah,
hmm And it's crazy too because Slick Rick actually gave him the jewelry for that performance and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm.
I
Um,
thought Ghost had a dinner plate chain. That's not none of that is his.
no, that's all Slick Rick.
But he had the golden eagle he had bought.
Oh no, the Golden Eagle was his. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
That was his. But
yeah, because he had that like I want to say it was like around this time he bought it.
yeah,
When he came out with the no pork on my fork mixtape from with K Slade out, he had it on the mixtape cover, but I thought one of those chains was his though.
definitely. Yeah, but that's just from what I looked up about the Slick Rick part.
Yeah,
But yeah, so when he signed to when he signed to Def Jam Records and stuff like that, um, they had to pretty much shorten out his name and stuff like that. So really went by just simply as Ghostface. And this is the only album he had like just Ghostface and stuff like that too, which honestly it shouldn't really make a big difference, honestly, and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
that's just something I thought people should know. And fast forward to 2004, this album had came out and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, this album has about 18 tracks. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we should get started talking about all these 18 tracks and shit, you know?
Okay.
Um, Track number one is the intro. Excuse me. Um, pretty dope intro. It has Ghost just pretty much talking with like random paparazzi and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And he's pretty much just everyone's asking him like, how come it took you so long to come out and whatnot? What you been doing? And Ghost is just pretty much just saying, don't worry about why it took me so long. Just know that I'm come back better than ever and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is a pretty cool intro.
I thought it was good. You know, you had like you said, you had the paparazzi flashing pics and asking ghosts, different questions, how long the album took you to make, what's going on with Wu-Tang Clan, you know, where's your bodyguards? And Ghost is like, I don't need bodyguards. God is my bodyguard. And I thought it was cool. It was a nice little intro.
Yeah, definitely a nice little intro and shit like that. You know. Track number two, Biscuits, featuring Trife. This was produced by fucking Shoemaster. It's crazy because Method Man also has a song called Biscuits off the Takal album and
Right.
stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Which that was a dope song as well.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, pretty much with this song and stuff like that, just vintage Ghostface. You know what I'm saying? It's funny too because I liked how he was getting after some nigga for bringing him a chocolate nutriment and stuff like that instead of like the banana flavor and
Yes.
stuff too. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah, this was a pretty dope song. I like it.
This was fire. Definitely had it, the dope beat, the horn arrangements on here, the bass, the pianos. Trife the God, he killed it. I always liked his bars. He said, niggas asked me why I use my Glock, cause it's 2003, motherfucker. I refuse to box. I'm from a place where junkheads and zombies dwell, and niggas keep their heat blazing like Bonzi Wells. I like the Bonzi Wells reference. Bonzi Wells used to be an NBA player for the Blazers and the Grizzlies, and I like that reference. And yeah, this was dope. One of my favorites on the album.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you about that shit. Um, Track number three we got is that Kunta Fly shit. You know what I'm saying? This is like a little short kind of song and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? Pretty ill. You know, it was produced by RZA. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this Ghostface just spent some quick shit right here. I fuck with it.
It should have been a full track though. It was short. but I love the beat. Ghost saying, "Don't look back, hide if you have to." Dollar Vans is running the boats that we have too. Even got a 38. Don't give me no hassle when that little brown book in your pocket read Matthew. I loved his verse. I wish it was a full song. It should have been longer.
Yeah, honestly, almost all the skits on this album should have been full songs and
Yeah,
shit. But we'll get
I agree.
we'll get into that in a minute.
Yep.
Um, Next track we got is "Beat the Clock." This is actually one of my favorite Ghostface songs of all time and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I love that fucking beat. You know, when I was actually researching this album and stuff, a lot of people said that the production on this album was very it's something that Griselda would have done today and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, and there's certain tracks that I kind of felt like that too, because I'm gonna say my opinions on this album after and stuff like that too. But
Okay.
this track was a very, very, very dope song. You know what I'm saying? It was produced by this cat named Minnesota and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, very, very, very dope song.
Dope beat by Minnesota. Minnesota's done stuff for like Sadat X and Money Boss Players and that whole crew. I liked it. You had like Ghost racing to say like the most bars in a certain limited amount of time, and of the little orchestra melody. This was fire.
Yeah, definitely a very, very fire track right here. Next track I got is Meadow Lunges featuring Styles P and Chic Luch. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a tribute to the De La Soul song Buddy in a weird way and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? But with like a thugged out appeal, if that makes sense. Um Very, very, very dope track in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? I want to say this is like the first time like the Locks and Ghost collaborated on a track. I want to say it's the first time. 'Cause I know they
Yeah.
came out with that Wu Block
Hmm.
album like years
That
ago,
was after,
which
yeah.
yeah, that was after.
Hmm.
Which honestly, that album was okay. It wasn't really my cup of tea like that, but yeah, that's all I gotta say on that.
Yeah, this is like the first you know, Wu Block collabo, and it was dope. Definitely love the beat on here, and I think she killed it. And he said, y'all niggas better kill me. My street niggas feel me. Lucha gotta eat, ends gotta meet. The hard shit you kicking about is his R&B, his tweet. So I like that verse from Cheek, and Styles did his thing. But yeah, this is like the first collab with them, and I like the Wu Block album. I just felt like it should have been more Jadakiss. It wasn't enough Jadakiss on there. We didn't get every Wu member on that project, but I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you about that, man. Um, Track number 6, we got Bathtub. You know what I'm saying? Just a fucking conversation with a ghost and this girl taking a fucking bath. You know what I'm saying? I love the sample that he used. Is the moment sample and stuff like that. A very underrated R&B group, if you ask me. But I'm gonna save that for another day. Yeah, man. Self-explanatory. You guys should know what you're gonna get into.
Yeah, this was dope. Ghost and his woman getting freaky in bathtub, and you got the old time, music playing. It was cool.
Yeah, definitely a very cool song. Um, Next track we got is the Save Me Dear track. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this was another very dope track right here. It was pretty okay. You know what I'm saying? Ghostface actually produced this. He produced this fucking track and stuff like that, and you can pretty much tell like when he just raps over the soul song, which I'm gonna get more into that in a minute. The sample that he picked was on the Freddie Scott sample and shit too. So yeah, this was pretty dope.
I loved it. I think this was like Ghost telling his woman how much he appreciates her, and Like she bakes she runs a bath for him and cooks pot roast and gives some good loving. And I think this is like his like way of like saying like baby, I appreciate you. And he said, word the fuck up like Ralph, baby, you're the greatest. I'm gonna sell my guns and with the cash, I'm gonna bring you to Vegas. And I thought the beat was dope. It had like that vintage, melody over a dope ass break beat, and this definitely was a strong cut.
Yes, yes. Next track we got is "It's Over." This track right here samples the David Porter song that used the sample for Biggie's "Ushacha." You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And you can pretty much you can pretty much tell just based on how the sampling was used and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This one was pretty good. Again, not really one of my favorites off this album. It was produced by K Def and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Which I fuck with K Def, but at the
Yeah.
same time, that might not be one of my favorite beats by him. To be real
Right.
with you, but it's still a pretty decent track.
It was cool. It sounded like K Duff. It sounded like he was like um he played it over live or something. You know what I'm saying? It had like a live band
Yeah,
type of feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like how Biggie just made that a classic record when he used it, but the K Def version sounded more like he was like he replayed it in with a live band. And I think Ghost still killed it. He said niggas telling me my spot is hot. They like I think any day now Playboy shit gonna pop. Back then I was a fat ghost and came March 1st. When Ace Boon Coon got murked, I burned for all I work. I thought it was a nice track, but I like when Biggie used it better.
yeah. Biggie did the sample justice and shit like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Um, Next track we got is a skit called Keisha's House. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, it's actually one of my favorite tracks off this album. Believe it or not,
Yeah, this was dope.
it's vintage Ghostface. Storytelling and whatnot. It kind of reminds me of his version of Ice Cube's "Once Upon a Time in the Projects" from the America's Most Wanted album.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Classic album. And he's just like just like all the vintage shit. Like he's blowing up this Keisha's bathroom and
Right.
whatnot too. Fucking the food references and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Definitely one of my favorite tracks off this album.
It was they like he the way that he described being at Keisha's house. It was like a hot steamy night in the projects, and he's describing things going on at Keisha's crib. He wanted to fuck her. I think it was her sister or her friend or something, and he's saying, a summer night like drizzle type, waiting for the mic fight to come on. Sun supposed to been on. I keep running to the bathroom, shitting. I'm blowing up Keisha bathroom. Everybody bitching. Ghost needs his colon cleanse, counting up G stacks, eating king fried chicken. Who want to play spades? What the rap? I'm giving you all a whipping. So in that verse, like you could tell, like he's playing spades. He's feel like he's the man at spades, and he eating fried chicken. He need his colon cleanse, blowing up Keisha's toilet. And I think it was that this is another song that should have another skit that should have been longer. It should have been like a full song. But for whatever reason it was a skit. But I thought it was dope.
Yeah, this definitely should have been a full song indeed. You know what I'm saying? Next track we got is Tush featuring Missy Elliott. Believe it or not, man, this is actually one of the weirdest collaborations on paper.
You
You
think
know what I'm
so?
saying? At first, but then over the years, this song kind of grew on me. It's actually my second favorite track off this album.
Okay.
Believe it or not. And you know me, I'm a huge fan of Missy Elliott, and I
Yeah,
love
same.
Ghostface too, and stuff like that. So, cause on paper, it seems like you was just like Def Jam trying to give Ghost some of that mainstream appeal, but it's like
Hmm.
they both definitely did their thing on this one. You know what I'm saying? The original title was supposed to be called Push and stuff, but it was pretty much too sexually aggressive, so that's why they renamed it Tush and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, they both went at it. I like the line when Ghost says, Charlie horse shit threw me off balance. Wild and all I wanted was to show you my talent. To let you know on how I rep in Staten Island. This is the reason I came to you so we can connect it, then kick it. It was a thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope. Missy Elliott did a thing on this one too. You know what I'm saying? So very, very dope track. It's just a shame that, this album, people think about this album, they always think about this track the most and stuff like that, but that's neither here nor there.
This is definitely a radio friendly track. Um, I think Missy is talented enough that she can work with anybody, whether it's an artist like Tweet, or an artist like Nicole Ray, or Red and Meth was on the So Addictive album. People forget, but she's not like she hasn't worked with
Mm-hmm.
Wu-Tang members before. You know what I'm saying? And I think this was just another collab that she just killed, and it was great. It had like a disco type of beat to it, and a bass line, and I think Missy and Ghost was a dope collab. And I don't remember seeing a video for this, but they definitely should have had a video for this.
There's a video.
There's a video?
I think
Okay.
that I want to say there's a video for this track. Yeah.
Yeah, this was dope.
Yes. Then we got Last Night, which is a skit. A skit slash song. Um, Again, this was a pretty dope skit. I don't like it. I don't like it as much as the Keisha's house skit and stuff like that, but it's still pretty decent. I still fuck with it.
There was all kinds of stuff going on. It seemed like Ghost was driving and he's drinking while he's driving. His homeboys are in the car. They're playing, the radio station is called WGFK, Ghostface Killer Radio, and then he calls one of his homeboys. He calls one of his homeboys a bowling ball head. I don't know what the hell that means. Oh, the phone ringing, and there's a lot of shit going on in this joint. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
For
it
real.
was crazy. It was crazy.
Yes, yes. Now, I'm surprised y'all with this one, but Holla is the next track, and this is actually my favorite song off this album, to be real with you. And it's kind of crazy too, because when I first heard this joint, I did not like this song. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I didn't like it was the fact that, as you know, me, I like to do producing and stuff like that.
Mm,
It's like he used the Delphonics, the La 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 means I love you joint,
right,
and they just literally played the whole fucking song and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Which again, there's this crazy story with that. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But Ghost definitely did his thing. With this one over the years, I came to appreciate this more, especially when it comes like when all these other like New York cats are trying to like do that shit now instead of like them doing that whole trap production and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Cough cough, ASAP Rocky and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But yeah, with this track right here, it's might be my favorite Ghostface song too. Believe it or not. And there's a crazy story with this track. So he was actually riding with the Delphonics and stuff too. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And he actually got into a shootout with the Delphonics present. So
What?
the story with that was the fact that he noticed somebody was following him
Mm,
and whatnot, and Ghostface pretty much, felt some kind of way, like he just got kind of paranoid and stuff like that too, and then something happened, they started arguing, and then guns started blazing and shit like that. Thankfully, no one got hurt, and Ghost kind of felt bad because he's a huge fan of the Delphonics
right.
and stuff like that too. So, and if I'm not mistaken, I think the Delphonics actually either they appeared on the Iron Man album.
Yeah.
This,
Doing Iron Man.
I want to say it was a song after the smoke is clear. Yeah, that's the joint.
Right.
Yeah. So Delphonics, they were cool cats about it. You know what I'm saying? By the way, rest in peace again to Tom Bell and William Hart. By the way,
Rest in peace.
so originally they wanted him to rap over "Ready or Not." You know, "Ready or Not," "Here I Come," that song.
The Fugees joint.
Well, they Fuji sampled it from the Delphonics.
Right.
Yeah, but Ghost wanted to do "La La La" means I love you, and honestly, I'm kind of glad that he picked that song because I like "Ready or Not." Don't get me wrong, that's a classic song, but everybody sampled that fucking record from
Right.
Fuji's to hell. Missy Elliott even sampled it
Hmm.
and stuff like that too for the hot. I want to say it was the Sakatumi track. Yeah.
Right.
So long and behold, we had this legendary fucking song right here and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So many fucking quotables on this fucking classic. You know what I'm saying? And also, I also like when we got to the bridge, and you have like vocal snippets of "Olderly Bastard," some of his ad libs and stuff like that too. Like, I love the line when he says, "When I walk through any function, you bet your ass as a 4 or 5 cook. Fuck your whack looks. Fuck platinum. Fuck, I'ma show y'all crook. This is legit rap. IRS can suck my book." I love that whole second verse is fire in my fucking
Yeah.
opinion. You know what I'm saying? So that this actually might be my favorite Ghostface song. Period.
Yeah, this was dope. It had a nice beat, nice 70s type of melody to it, and I think Ghost like over like the 70s instrumentals, like he just kills it. Like actually just playing like the actual song and just rhyming over it. Like Ghost is just like a master at that. So I thought it was a great track.
Yeah, yeah, he was definitely a master at that, and he did another song like this on the Fish Scale album, but we're gonna
Yeah,
keep that. We're gonna keep that in the raps for right now. You know what I'm saying? Um, Next track we got is Ghostface. This was an okay track. To me, it's kind of like another version of Sheshila Ghost, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So what?
no, I agree.
Uh, yeah, and that's a song. That's a song which I fucking like, but at the same
Right.
time, it's not like one of my favorite singles from Ghostface. It's that fucking chorus. I just don't
Yeah.
fucking like that chorus. Like, Donny, Donny.
Oh, I love that. What? You crazy? I love
You said
that
what?
joint. I think that was a great
Uh
song. I mean, you got that was a classic record.
yeah, it's dope record. I just don't like the chorus.
You don't care for that? Well, I don't like the chorus on this. I don't care for the girl singing on here.
Yeah,
You know,
same.
but it's definitely you can tell he was going for that radio play with this. It's like a club joint. You know, the beat was cool.
Yeah, definitely a very cool beat and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna get into the next track we got is fuck where we at? Be This
Beat this
Way.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, this was another cool track right here. You know what I'm saying? Just very dope track. Just fucking Ghostface doing his thing. This beat was actually produced by Knots and stuff like
Wow.
that too. You know what I'm saying? Very very dope producer. All my Busta Rhymes says y'all should know about fucking Knots. If you don't, I don't know what to fucking tell you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just pretty much his tribute to like Staten Island. That's pretty much the best way to put it.
Yeah, I love it. Knots is a severely underrated producer. He's done stuff with Smith and Wesson and Asher Roth, Busta Rhymes, like you mentioned. Loved his beat, the bass line, the horns on that, the beat this way sample. We had Ghost saying, and the police is pussy, they protect and serve. They connect with bass heads, then they frisk our birds, smack DVDs, blowing herb. I'm in the room boning these two white chicks, ice bagging up work. I loved it. One of my favorite songs on this album.
Definitely. All right. Track number 15, The Letter, which was a fucking skit and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And my least favorite skit off this record, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Not a bad skit, but I just felt like it wasn't really needed.
My my thing with this skit is either Ghost should have had a verse for it or should have been left off the album. Because I didn't. I
Right.
mean, you got like his homeboy telling him he wrote a letter to his mom, and then you got like this music playing, this old time music playing, and that was basically it. It's like it wasn't really needed for the album.
Definitely and shit. All right. Next track we got is Toucan Black featuring Jackie O, who I forgot to mention was a guest on this fucking record for good reason. Um, yeah, this is actually my least favorite track off this record. To be real with you.
Yo,
That is
I
because
remember. Right.
that's because I was never a Jackie O fan by any means. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I never liked her voice. She was just part of one of those like a it was she was like a poor man's Trina. That's
Yeah.
to be real with you.
Yo, I remember when I went to I went down to South Beach, Miami in 2003 for spring break,
Hmm.
and she literally had like a whole street team down there when she was like down with like Po' Boy Entertainment and all that, and it was like nothing but Jackie O shit down there. You know what I'm saying? Like they were bumping Jackie O like she was like the next hottest chick out. You know what I'm saying? And I never cared for him. I know I used to see her videos a lot on like BT Uncut late at night, but I was never a fan of Jackie O like that. I don't think she was needed for the track. You know what I'm saying? But the beat was dope. I just don't think she was needed for this.
Yeah, man. I to be honest, they should have had somebody like Eve.
Eve
They
could
should
have
have
been
like
good.
had
Yeah,
somebody like fucking Eve on this track right
somebody.
here.
Eve, Trina, somebody. You know,
Right, definitely. Beat Chill said I think Jackie O went in on this on that one. Well, different strokes, different folks. That's all I got. That's all I gotta
it was
fucking say.
good.
You know what I'm saying? Next. Fucking track. Run featuring Jada Kiss. One of my favorite tracks off this record, in my
This is it
personal
right here.
opinion.
Yeah,
Like, I think this track was on Def Jam Fight for New York, if I'm not mistaken. What's up, Eric? If I'm not
like what
mistaken,
up?
this was on Def Jam Fight for New York and shit like that. Um, just pretty much, Ghost and Jadakiss drug talk, doing their drug talk and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, very, very, very dope. Jadakiss definitely did his thing on his verse too. I kind of felt like, honestly, man, I feel like him and Ghost were neck to neck and stuff in this track right here. And
Right.
RZA actually did his thing. RZA actually did his thing on this fucking beat. I feel like this
Yeah.
beat definitely was vintage RZA.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people said this is probably like the best track on this album. You know what I'm saying? I can't argue with that, but I'm more of a holla nigga.
I think it's definitely the best single he released on this album, hands down. It was a great, again, another Wu Block collabo, and this was like the corner boy, dope boy anthem. You know what I'm saying? In the wintertime, it just had that winter feel for it. The beat was fire, the bass line. You got police sirens going off, fire engines going off in the background. Love Jada's verse. He said, "Don't leave nothing unbagged. Save everything. I learned from the OGs to save everything. Downshifting on them like I got gears on me. Besides that, I got about 5 years on me. Scared to death, running like I got beers on me. When Tim start feeling like they Nike ears on me." Loved his verse. He killed it. Ghost had a great verse as well. This is a classic record.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Classic indeed. And the last track on this album is Love, featuring Music Soulchild and K Fox. This was produced by No ID. Um, this is a pretty okay track right here. You know what I'm saying? It's like a dedication track to like people and places that made an impact on Ghostface's life. You know what I'm saying? It uses a David Ruffin sample and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I like this track, but at the same time, I definitely feel is it kind of weird, and this is gonna be me. It's kind of weird. I feel like this was off of Common first. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like I said, I like the track though. You know what I'm saying? It's very very deep track.
It was cool. I mean, I'm not. I don't know if I would have ended off the album with this though.
Yeah,
Um, I think I actually would have ended the album off with Run. I think that would have been a great way to end the album
same.
off. But yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you about that. Now my overall opinion on this record. This is a very this is a very good album in my opinion. I definitely feel like this album definitely. Now, when I first heard this record, I'm gonna be real.
Mm,
I didn't like it as much when I first heard this record. I felt like it was missing a little something.
right.
But then over the years, oh, and it was also just the production too, you know. But then over the years, I definitely felt like this album was one of his like a very consistent album when it comes to Ghostface. You know what I'm saying? I definitely partially feel that with this album, I kind of like this a bit better than Bulletproof Wallets. To be real with
Okay.
you, I like this a bit better than Bulletproof Wallets and stuff. I feel like this might be his most plateaued album because it's an album that's sandwiched in between an album that people kind of consider to be very very underrated or people kind of consider to be lackluster, and then it's also what many the next album, which is Fish Scale, which what many people consider a more return to form. And I don't want to use that word when it comes return to form because I feel like Ghost has always been Ghost in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This album definitely showcased more conceptual. Like, yeah, there was some tracks where he kind of went for the more radio friendly kind of vibe and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the Ghostface, the Toucan Back song. Hell, the singles on this album, like Tush and Run, was some of the best shit on this fucking record. You
Mm,
know what I'm saying? And that sounded like traditional Ghostface compared to like something like Ghostface, Toucan Back, and stuff like that too. Hell, even the fucking It's Over track. So
right.
it's gonna be a 4.5 out of 5.
Look, we've discussed the whole Ghostface discography, every album, every side project. To me, in my opinion, I don't feel like he has one bad album. I do feel like he has a lot of albums that were underrated and were slept on. I think this is one of those underrated albums, but it's not a bad album at all. I think the production had that 70s type of sound to it that he's known for, just like rapping over soulful beats from this, like, either the spinners or the dramatics or Delphonics or whatever. I love the songs. He had little features, but Ghost is the type of artist that he can hold down a whole album by himself. He don't need a shitload of features.
I
And
agree.
I think even with the features, he held his own. On Run with Jada Kiss, the Metal Lungies with Sheik and Styles, Missy with Tersh. I think that was a dope collab. There's a lot of dope songs on here. Biscuits was fire, Be This Way. Last night's skit should have been longer, as well as the Keisha House skit. I thought those were great tracks as well. Great storytelling on those tracks, and I think it's for Mike's. I definitely feel like, again, it's not a. I don't feel like he has a whack album in his discography. It's just like some of those. Even Bulletproof Wallace. Bulletproof Wallace to me is a classic, and for whatever reason, a lot of his fans don't really appreciate that album like Iron Man and Supreme Clientele. But I think Bulletproof Wallace was a masterpiece. I think this
I
album
agree.
is solid. So for me, it's for Mike's. And without Ghostface, the Wu Tang wouldn't be relevant right now. I think he kept that flag waving for them in the 2000s, and just I said the same thing about Sean Price and Boot Camp Click. Like without those two artists, those two collectors wouldn't be still relevant right now.
Hmm.
Gervais, what's up? What up, yo? Salute. Be chill. Salute. He said better than well, Reg thinks it's better than Bulletproof Wallace. I don't think so.
Yeah, I see a lot of people are kind of surprised when I said that shit. Because I'm not gonna lie, I used to think Bulletproof Wallets was better, but But the thing with bulletproof wallets, and I want to be really fair with this, a lot of the track I liked was from the original unreleased version of bulletproof wallets. Now, like I said, the retail version was good, but I gotta like be fair because be
But
fair.
what songs? Okay, but what songs on the retail version that you didn't care for? Because to me, every song on there was fire. Like whether it was Ghost Showers or Strawberry, the Jooks, the Forest. I thought every song on there was a banger.
Yeah, every song on there was a banger. But here's the thing though. With the with retooling, certain samples that was taken out of certain songs plays a huge part. Like for
But
example,
that's a formality, though. I mean, does that really make the album any less dope?
no. I'm just saying because it's just like I love the album. I love Flowers. I love Maxine, Strawberry, Ghost Shot. I love all that shit. Hell, I even love Never Be the Same Again. That's my fucking joint.
Mhm.
But I just felt like certain stuff was like I just felt like it was kind of missing. The retail version was kind of missing something. You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like if they added what's the joint he did with the watch? If they added the watch, it would
Yes.
have been a classic.
Well, yes and no. Yes and no. I feel like if they would have added certain songs that was originally supposed to have been there, the sequencing might have been a bit better.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like regarding if it's the original version or the retailing, it's still a good album in its own right.
That album to me, look, I took that album with me down to Miami. Like that album was one of my favorite Ghostface Killer albums ever. And it doesn't get I feel like it still doesn't get the recognition like his first two albums for whatever reason.
I agree. That I definitely agree with you on that. But you also got to remember too, it was just like with albums like Iron Flag and Supreme Clientele, RZA, not just RZA, but like Ghost was just like in a different bag with that one. He was like more hungrier. I feel
Right.
like with Bulletproof Wallets, he was trying to do something a little different, like add more touches of the R&B. Like
Right.
especially when once we get into the Ghost Dini, which I
Hmm.
feel like that formula was perfected with that album and stuff like
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, for sure.
But I definitely agree with you on all parts regarding Bulletproof Wallets. I do feel it's underrated, but something about the Pretty Tony album, just after re-listening to, I just felt like, yeah, he definitely went a bit more street with this one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Now,
it's dope.
Fish Scale, that I can't wait to talk about that one. If I had a chance, I would just dump right into that one. But we have a few more albums to get a
I
hold of
can't.
before we get to Fish Scale.
We could skip the other Wu albums. It's not. I don't think anybody is clamoring for us to do a review on Better Tomorrow. That
Oh,
was crap. I don't really care about that.
we that's far down the line. I'm not even sure if I really want to talk about that one right now.
Even
Honestly,
a diagram like eight diagrams was decent. Nobody is clamoring to watch that review on eight diagrams, so we can skip those and do fish scale.
wait a minute, hold up. Eight diagrams have a lot to talk about though.
Like what? Okay, well there was some missing members, so there was missing members on the Iron Flag.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like Eight Diagrams was a way better album than Iron Flag.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think I did
I
after the W. I think people checked out from the Wu albums.
and
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
crazy too
Like
because
I don't
originally,
think it's basically like it's Enter the Wu and Wu Tang Forever. W was great, but after that, it was like they wasn't the same after for whatever reason. It wasn't the same after 2000.
yeah, because I felt like if Loud Records wouldn't have rushed Wu to do the Iron Flag, it could give Riz a bit more time to formulate the vision for that record and stuff like that too. You know what I'm
He had
saying?
members that was
Because
pissed off with him. You guys been pissed off with him since the flood because he never got that. He felt like he never got a fair chance of a classic solo album like Raekwon and Ghost did and Jizza. You know what I'm saying? So you got been pissed off with him for years. And then you had other members like Ray that had his beef with him, and Capadonna had his beef. You know what I'm saying? So those albums after 2000 suffered. When you listen to Iron Flag, it's not the same Wu album. It suffered, and on top of that, you got 9/11.
Whoa, hold on, hold on. Your boy said he never liked Iron Flat. Iron Man. What?
Hey, everybody is
Whoa.
everybody has different tastes. You know that. You know that. Everybody has different tastes and opinions when it comes to shit. So if he didn't like Iron Man, then he didn't like it. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just
But at least he
surprised.
heard the album compared to other people on here that never heard the damn album. And they quick to say, oh, well, 8 diagrams is trash. How do you know it's trash, Q, if you haven't heard it? You know what I'm saying? You can't say you shit is trash if you haven't heard it. A Better Tomorrow
How
was
you,
their worst album ever. Like 8 diagrams is better than A Better Tomorrow by far. It's not even close. Iron Flag is better than that album.
honestly, anything is better than a better tomorrow. Hey yo, how do you know
That's what I was saying.
your boy Ace though? Cavase. I don't know. I don't want to say his
Yeah,
name wrong
Gervais.
and shit.
That's the homie. Shout out to Gervais. He's an artist too.
All right. Okay, cool. 'Cause I like his knowledge. I like his knowledge on this shit.
He doesn't
Ghost
like Iron.
doesn't
I
like
didn't know
Iron
Ghost didn't
Flag.
like Iron.
Yeah, I heard him say he didn't like Iron Man, which I was like, you bugging, man.
Really? What?
Yeah.
What? Why is it? Why is it like the artists that don't like the albums, the fan base love them? Redman don't like. There's a Dark Side. The fan base loves it. Ghost don't like
Coogee
Iron
rap.
Man. The fan base loves it.
Coogee rap don't like 456.
Unbelievable.
Prince don't like the Black album.
But Redman likes Reggie. He likes the Reggie album.
Right.
That shit. Come on, Redman. You cannot tell me with a straight face you like the Reggie album. You yourself, whose name is Reggie, cannot tell me you like the Reggie album.
Nigga, I felt ashamed. It was named after my nigga. Like, you know how bad that shit was? Like,
Oh my god.
and you know what's crazy though? I wasn't even a huge fan of Malpractice, but that album kind of grew on me
Yeah,
in recent
Malpractice
years.
was dope. I always felt like it didn't get a lot of promotion and it was underrated. I always felt like it was a dope album compared to Reggie and Red Going Wild and shit.
Ooh, I got another good one.
Mm,
Jay-Z don't care for volume one too much either.
that's crazy.
Because he said it was released at a bad time in his life when Biggie died and shit.
Yeah, but
But you
everybody
fuck with
Junior Mafia got hit the hardest.
Blueprint
They were grieving for Big. So what's his excuse? I thought Volume One is his most underrated album. That was fine.
Eric
Yeah,
said my ears have never listened to that Reggie
you're
album.
not missing
Well,
much on Reggie. That's
you're
not a
not
great
missing
album.
much.
No, he needs to do that over. Exactly. Jay still performs Where I'm From that album, so I don't get it. Some of these artists they don't like the albums that the fan base likes.
I mean,
But you like Magna Carta? He
you
he
like
he's
Blueprint 3?
right. He enjoyed doing those albums. That shit.
Hell, he even said he don't. Cal C said Reggie Joints was really bad. Bro, don't even get me started.
Dr. Dre didn't like Straight Outta Compton. That's crazy.
He said that from a production standpoint. He felt like he rushed the production, which I'm not gonna hold you. I love Straight Outta Compton, but I felt like the production was a lot influenced by Marley Marl and the Said G. Like a lot of them. That's why I felt like he stepped his game up with the 100 Miles of Running EP.
I don't know, man. But he
Cause
liked doing the Compton album, right? You've done Detox how many times and we still waiting for that damn album? Unbelievable.
who else? Um, I think Tribe said Q-Tip said he didn't care for the Love Movement album, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't care for that album, so I'm with Q-Tip on that one. That felt more like a Q-Tip pre-solo album than anything.
A better one than the one we got a year later. So I'm just like you like Amplified though,
I
right?
like I like Amplified. Well, okay, like but the Amplified is the mainstream album, and when you get to Renaissance, that's the true Q-Tip album. That's how I define it. Like he was going
Fact.
for radio play on Amplified, and then when you get to Renaissance, that's the album that he should have gave us as his debut solo album. But I thought Amplified was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like again, like it has radio joints on there, but you know, Dilla still did some joints on there for him. Kyle C, what up? He said Reggie joints was really bad. Yeah, that whole album was bad. He needs to do that over. I don't get it. But he liked doing Magna Carta, which was trash. I don't understand that.
You like doing them R. Kelly albums and shit.
I like the first one. The second one is a different story, but I thought the first one was dope.
I didn't like nothing out of that shit. And the fact that he originally was supposed to have done that with Tupac and shit.
Right. He used to do that with Tupac. And we didn't get the Kells and Birdman album that he promised us. Like people like
Like,
people were waiting for that.
we're waiting for that shit.
I'm not.
All right, I'm gonna answer a few more people because I gotta get some sleep soon. Um, Q said I heard Jay-Z don't like Big Pimpin'. Yeah, he said that. He said he regrets it.
I mean,
Sam said a second.
Big Pimpin' put UGK for the East Coast on the map because we wasn't bumping UGK up here like that. So a lot of cats on the East Coast they got familiar with UGK after that song came out.
Right. Sam said a second NWA album is better than Straight Outta Compton. I agree. Niggas for Life is my shit. But yeah, the motherfuckers talking about, oh, that's misogynistic. But these are the same niggas that fucking listen to Blueface and Future and shit. But I'm gonna keep my
But he
mouth
still
shut on
perform.
that.
Right, he still does Big Pimpin', so he don't like it, but he still performs it.
Because it gets some money and shit at the end of the day.
See, but Redman don't perform nothing from There's a Dark Side. He said that he don't perform nothing of his shows from that album. You know, not Rockefeller, not Can't Wait, Green Island. He don't do no songs from the second album.
Hell, I heard De La Soul don't even like the Me, Myself, and I song.
That's crazy. I
Because
love
they
that
pretty much
song.
did that shit. Because Tommy Boy needed a commercial hit. But ironically, that became the most successful song too.
The rating, I gave Pretty Toney 4 mics. I think it's an underrated album. It's solid in my opinion. I
I
think
gave it,
all his albums are great.
yeah, I gave it a 4.5. I feel like it's a very consistent album. I said it's better than Bulletproof Wallets, and a lot of people kind of biting my heads over that, you know. But
Yeah,
I think they're gonna bite my head when I announce this trash review tomorrow and shit.
that's gonna be a Red Solo trash review because I'm gonna be here, but I ain't got shit to say about that album. So that's all Reg tomorrow. I ain't taking no fucking notes of that album.
Oh come on! I took notes on the clips.
You're crazy. You're comparing tomorrow's review with the clips. Are you nuts?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I didn't care for the
What
production on that
why
album
don't you actually come out and tell people what the trash review is tomorrow so they can feel like, yo, Reg, you're crazy.
I'm gonna reveal it right now. The long-awaited trash review is gonna be Angie Martinez up close and personal. Yeah,
That
I
is not
said it.
better than the Clips album. I don't care even
I
don't
never
even
said it
say the
was.
Clips album with Angie Martinez.
I
Do not
never
say
said it was
Lord
better
Willing
than the
with Angie
Clips album.
Martinez.
I never said it was better than the Clips album. I just said I didn't care for
Don't
the
put
production.
Lord Willing with trash reviews because that is a classic album. That is a classic album compared to Angie Martinez bullshit.
I agree. That's why I named it Trash Review.
This nigga said Angie Martinez. You want to discuss, and you're gonna put the Clips Lord Willing in that same sentence?
See, Eric said he wants to come off for entertainment
Yeah,
purposes and
but
shit.
Eric, you can have fun with that. I'm not discussing that shit because that shit was garbage, and she's not a real rapper.
Hey, hey, it's a trash review. I
It's a
wanted to
trash
pick the
review,
bottom of. I wanted to pick the bottom of the barrel.
and you did just that. You might as well have been talking about MC Hammer or some shit.
Hey, don't put
Too
MC
legit to
Hammer.
quit. Too legit to quit. That was garbage too.
Too legit. Too legit. To...
This nigga said, "Lord, gonna put Lord willing in the same sentence with Angie Martinez?"
No,
Holy shit!
all I'm just saying was, I wanted to give my opinion, and I said most of it was cafeteria beats and shit.
I guess. Oh man.
You ever be at a cafeteria and shit like that, and you do that
Yes, I
no
have.
music, no music.
Wow. I will take Cavalier beats any day over Angie Martinez. Bullshit.
No music.
This dude. Angie Martinez. Wow.
Nobody else was gonna do this shit.
Damn, for a good reason. No, it was
All right.
bad. Like she only got that deal because of who she know. Jay-Z, Q-Tip. She was actually dating some of these people. That's why she got all that deal and she got all the features she got. It don't mean she could rap. She's a great journalist, but she cannot rap for shit.
Well, I bet the Latinos will be happy for me when I do this review tomorrow.
No, they're not. They're gonna be pissed off. Like nigga, talk about terminology or somebody. Or immortal technique. Somebody Latin other than Angie Martinez.
I actually want to get some Immortal Technique albums before I talk about him.
Yeah, well, there you go. That'll be a better review.
But like I said before, it's a trash review.
It's a trash, shitty, should never be done review. And I'm not attaching my name to that. So Eric, you could have my spot.
I'm just saying, you still gonna come for entertainment, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have dinner while you all talking about
All right,
telling Angie
shit.
Martinez on the mic.
All right, but just remember, I said I never liked Justin Timberlake, and I did justify that shit. I gave my honest opinion,
I
so I
did
feel like
not
you can get.
force you to do the just.
I
I
feel
could have
like
did Justin Timberlake
no, no.
review by myself.
I'm just saying,
I did
I'm
not
just
force
saying.
you to talk about Justin Timberlake.
No,
I did not force you to
listen.
do that. You wanted to do
I'm
that.
just
That's why I'm
saying.
like, yo, you want to talk about Justin and you don't like him? That would
I'm
be
just
that would
saying.
be me talking about Nelly and I don't listen to Nelly. Why the fuck would I want to talk about Nelly?
I'm just saying. Just give your honest opinion about some tracks and shit. That's all I'm
My
saying.
honest opinion, the whole album was trash. That's my honest opinion. The whole album was garbage. Angie Martinez only got that deal because of who she know. Let's be real about that. She's not a rapper. You know what I'm saying? She was dating Q-Tip. She was dating Jay-Z allegedly. That's how she got the deal. And some fucking sorry ass executive at Elektra Records or whatever the fuck gave her the deal, but she cannot rap. That album was garbage. And I don't care how many features on there. Puff Daddy had a shitload of features on the Forever album, and that shit was trash too. So the features don't mean nothing. Trash is trash. Whether it's solo or whether it's a compilation, it's still trash.
Q said, "What about Justin Bieber?" I'm never going to talk about Justin Bieber on this channel.
Justin Bieber got better albums than Angie Martinez. He got
Okay,
better
now
albums
you.
than Angie Martinez.
Okay. We not going to compare those two right now.
Yes, we are going to. You compared the clips with Angie Martinez just now. What are
I
you talking
never
about?
compare the. I never compare the
You,
clips.
you put Lord Willing in the same trash sentence as Angie Martinez's first album?
First of all, I said the production was trash. I
The
say this
production
all
is
the
compared to
time.
Angie Martinez's album?
I never heard the Angie Martinez album. That's why. But at the same
You never
time,
should. You never should.
I heard it was universally panned and shit like that. So why
It
not? You
was.
know, shit.
Why you think it was universally panned? Because it was no good. If
And you know
everybody's telling
me.
you this shit is no good, then just maybe they're not lying. That maybe the album is garbage.
Hey. I'm just sometimes I like to see for myself.
She
I'm like
dated she
curious.
dated she dated Nokia. She has a kid with Nokia from Drew Hill.
Eric said, "What time? It's gonna be midnight tomorrow after I get off work.
You're saying that Lord willing production is trash. You wait till we hear this album. Wait till we hear this album.
You know what?
Then you're
That's
gonna be
fine.
saying Lord willing is a classic.
Hey, I might have to say that, but at the same time, I don't fuck with cafeteria beats and shit. That's all I gotta say.
Oh God. Yeah, I'll take those cafeteria beats any day over anything Angie Martinez got to say on the mic. Any day.
Shit. Let me
Give me
like look.
grinding, hot damn, or any joint on there, any joint. I don't love
And
her.
look at
Any
this.
joint on that album is better than
Like
Angie Martinez.
she got the whole east, west, north, and south on this fucking album and shit. Like,
So it still was trash. I don't care who was on it. Could have been Jesus Christ. It still was garbage.
oh wow, she dropped 2 albums. Wow.
Trash. Both of them trash.
Yeah, I feel like
Who
one album is
actually
enough.
wasted good beats on Angie Martinez? They did that for a paycheck. You're not going to
All
tell
right.
me you're not going to tell me a song she did with Sicario and Little Mo is better than Grinding.
Who the fuck is
You'd be lying
Sicario?
to yourself if you say that. You'd be lying to yourself and us if you said that.
Hey. Let me send Eric this link before I go to bed because he said he has some shit to tell me and stuff.
And Vicky's going to tell you what I told you, that you're crazy.
All I just said was, I mean, I know the albums. I put the bass quality very low when it comes to these trash reviews and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I think you live for this shit, though.
Like I said, I love Pusha T. I love No Malice, but I just don't like the production on Lord Willing. I feel like the production's overrated.
Bro, you cannot tell me with a straight face that you will prefer Angie Martinez's album over the Clips album.
Well, maybe if I hear the album first, but at the same time, I
Any
never cared for Angie
song.
as a rapper.
No.
Eric, I sent it.
I expect to hear 0 for this album tomorrow. 0
Like I said, I
minus.
never. God, you act like I put Angie Martinez the same breath as fucking the Brat and shit.
You
Nigga,
might as well, the way you're talking about this damn album.
look at the fucking title. It is a trash review.
No, you gotta change the title. It gotta be trash, should never be talked about ever in life, ever again. Review. You gotta make it a long ass title so people know not to watch it.
Power. Those other Clips albums was better than Lord Willin', man. Shit.
What other Clips album was better than Lord Willing?
The casket
Yeah,
drops and hell has no fury.
Till the Casket Drops is not better than Lord Willing.
I feel like it's better than Lord Willin'.
That is not a better album than Lord Willing. Hell no.
Angie Martinez to some fucking Clips. Who the fuck is Angie Martinez? I didn't even know this bitch made an album. What is wrong with you? What type of weed are you smoking? Stop your blasphemy, man. You was my boy, you my homie, you one of my favorite YouTubers, but sometimes you just be saying some crazy ass shit, man. And I can understand why trying to going back and forth with you, nigga. Stop your blasphemy, man.
Shit. I'm honest as fuck. That's all I gotta say. I'm honest.
You understand, but Angie Martinez?
Like I said, it's a trash review. You guys act like I'm putting it on the same breath as Nomadic right now and shit.
You didn't do that. But instead, you mentioned Lord Willing in the same sentence as Angie Martinez.
Because, like I said before, I didn't care for Lord Willing like that, but I gave my honest thoughts. That's what I'm saying.
And lay off Justin Timberlake.
You know why? Because in this world, all I'm just saying, in this world, we have to put out receipts for everything. And if we don't put out receipts, then niggas gonna automatically say anything for anything when it comes to people and shit, you know?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what we're gonna do. Lord help me. I don't know. I might come on because I'm gonna see if God will have me resurrect out of my seat to come on for the garbage can review tomorrow. So I have to see.
I told you. I'm like, if you don't have nothing good to say about Justin Timberlake, don't do the review. It's not like I twisted
Hey,
your arm and said you better do this review.
I never said you
Yeah,
did. All I said
that's
was
deep.
if I can find something good about it, I'll find
And did
something
you find
good.
anything good?
Hell yeah, this
Well,
album's a perfect
there was like 2 or 3 songs I liked out of 18, but
You
you
crazy.
know,
song.
Nigga said two or
It's
three songs.
you good, bro. You said
but at
my
the same
brother.
time, here's the thing. Here's the thing about my channel. I don't have to like the artists and stuff like that. If I feel like talking about shit about them and stuff like that, I feel like saying something's overrated, I'm gonna say something's overrated and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But
But
do you actually feel that way though?
do I feel like what?
When you review an album and you feel like it's overrated, do you feel like it's really overrated?
Yes, because sometimes I like
And
to be. Here's the thing. I march the beat off a different drum compared to all these other motherfuckers and shit. I'm an honest motherfucker. Even if it can be a rapper I love and respect. If I feel like the album is not up to my standards and it's not up to par, then I'm gonna flat out and say it. I love Nas, but you know how many bad albums I gave to Nas and shit? I love Jay-Z. Don't get me started on him. Kumo D. I love Kumo D, but How You Liking Me Now was an okay album compared to his other two after that one.
I don't like no
I'm an
Star Trek
honest.
shades. He said my
I'm an
dude, bro.
Don't even get me started on LL Cool J after 1995.
well, that's everybody feels like that though.
I like the Goat album.
You know, I've been saying that. So
Goat was decent.
Goat was decent. After 2000, he fell off.
But here's the thing though. I study all these motherfucking rappers. Any motherfucker come up to me, Tupac, KRS One, I study the whole discography, the style, everything. And I know that when I give an album a trash review or a bad rating, I do that because I know they can do fucking better. I'm not like needle drop. They just review everything that they like and stuff like that. You
In
know what I'm
7 minutes, which is not a
saying? In
real
seven
album
minutes.
review.
It's gonna be worse than the Black album. I'm predicting it right now. I just want to let y'all know.
I mean, I think the Black Album at this point is going to be like a fucking. And we're not talking about the Jay-Z Black Album or the Metallica Black Album, the R&B group. I feel like
We
that's just the
talking about
punchline of the channel.
Group Black.
That was bad.
Oh baby, bring it on to me.
That was bad.
I would never expect you to do this album, sir. I'm like, I didn't even know this album existed. This must have came out of the
Oh,
depths of hell.
you're talking to somebody that did Rick James' last 2 albums in the 80s. And
Never
those
heard
were
of it.
horrible. Those were horrible.
Rick James is a legend.
I stopped after the flag, so I'm just
I
putting
never
it there.
said he wasn't.
We're talking about a New York journalist on a radio station that got a record deal. That's different.
She must have been on
Hey,
her knees because
I got
those
I got
controversies.
other trash. I got other trash reviews lined up. Well, that's
Oh
maybe
God, there's
worse than
more.
this one.
There's more. There's worse than this.
Yeah,
Somebody paying you
2023
to
is
doing this for
2023 is the
it.
return. Like Lil Kim's The Naked Truth is on the way too. Yes, I said it. I got
This is
the
so fine.
QB's finest compilation.
QB Finest was not a trash. That was
What's
not a
one of the
I
trash
first?
didn't
album.
I didn't care for a lot of that shit.
QB
I'm gonna be
Finest
real.
Volume 1.
Okay, that's
Man,
not
what?
trash. Okay, that's a bad album. It's not trash. I didn't
How?
care for
No,
it.
that's not a bad album. It went under the radar. It wasn't promoted a lot. It's not a bad. To me, that's better than Angie's album. It's better than that. What you said you was reviewing after another. What's the other shit?
Lil Kim's The Naked Truth.
Little Kim. Better than Little Kim's album. No, QB Finest was not a bad album in my opinion.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a classic.
I had some thoughts on that one.
Of course you do. What? You didn't like the production?
You like
We,
for
we,
that,
we,
he ain't like
too many Bravehearts. That's all I gotta say.
Too many brave. No, there wasn't.
it's Queen's
What you
Bridge. It's a
mean? You had Cormega, you had Craig G, you had Roxanne Shante on that album. Mobb Deep is on that album. Alchemist.
Queen's baby.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't, I don't, I don't,
I
I
like
only
that.
remember like one Braveheart. What Uchi Wally? That's it. That's the
This
only
is
song on the
fire.
album.
Okay. I'm gonna re-listen to it. I'm gonna re-listen to it.
bro.
I haven't heard this album in years. Once
Lord
I
willing.
re-listen
Go
to
back and listen to that, man. That's a great
it, yeah,
album. You thinking about the second one, the 41st side joint. The first one was great.
I might be.
It ain't better than the the QB finding.
Shit, we'll,
They
we'll
just
see. Like I said, I'm an honest motherfucker.
we see.
QC horrible album, The Naked Truth. Have you even
He
heard
ain't
this
listen to
album,
that.
man?
Why you even reading his comment? You don't listen to albums.
I be trying to save you, man. Just let me be quiet.
Look, you see, you
They
got
didn't.
that's actually coming
Kyle,
up. You mentioned the yin and the yang.
hey Kyle, if you want to drop a donation, that review can be next week if you want. I do Cash App, Venmo, PayPal if you want to
I'm
drop
pretty
a
sure
donation.
even that album is better than Angie Martinez's album.
Oh, you know what?
Hell yeah.
Everything is better than Angie Martinez. All right.
Exactly. Including Country Grammar, better than that shit. No, I'm
Jesus
definitely
Christ,
not doing
Lord.
that. You want a break false review? You definitely gonna pay us for that. I'm not doing that shit.
Who wants a break price review?
Who you think?
Now
You could barely afford light in this house. How you want a break false review?
the
Nigga,
young guns.
your bill jumped because mind you, we didn't do Restless yet because you said you're going to drop me some money. So
You don't
I
have
got to
it.
put that on
You
hold right
barely could
now.
afford light in this house. How you giving us a cash out for that shit?
Y'all,
Come on, man.
Shit.
y'all be testing trial cases, man. I done told y'all about testing the OG patients.
How it's a
K-Slate album
K-Slate album
discography.
discography.
That man said
I got. I think I got 2 K-Slate albums.
yeah, I think I got a couple too.
Are you requesting Power or?
They
Yeah, I'm dropping
requested,
on
but
this
ain't legal.
request. But y'all need
They
to drop some
requested, but
donations. That's all I got to say.
asking for all these albums, but ain't giving nobody no damn money.
For real, though.
Shit.
Okay, get out.
They think
Hurricane Chris, get out. Get out.
they say something. Y'all niggas think y'all can cut to these, and when
You
people
know
be
what?
doing albums for trash reviews, y'all think y'all can just get that shit for free. This motherfucker work hard. I work hard on my channel, and I don't get no fucking donations. So when y'all niggas ask for something, show somebody some love, man. If Red's gonna do a garbage can review like Angie Martinez or somebody else that's trash, give this man some donations.
And nobody asked for.
Like giving them everybody on this damn panel work hard, and some of y'all niggas just don't be showing y'all appreciation. Y'all just be in the comment section talking crazy.
I don't. Just to be honest, Eric, I don't even think if they donated that I would still write anything for Angie Martinez album. It was just bad. You know what I'm saying? It's like she's not a lyricist. I'm only quoting shit from like lyricists. Angie Martinez don't write shit, so it was like, why would I quote anything that she had to say? You feel me? So I don't. It's not even about the money. It's like I feel like I'm wasting my talents on an album like that. It's like it's not good. Trust me, I was on the street team, Reg. It's not a good album.
Man, you know,
her damn street team couldn't even make that album go gold. It wasn't good.
You was on the street team for this garbage can album.
I was on the street team for the record label, but the record label had the street team promote her album, and it wasn't a good album. Like they sent me the album food and trash. It wasn't good.
Jesus Christ. Her albums are like this nigga Martinez. I'm done.
Well, tomorrow night is gonna be the trash reviews, the return of the trash reviews and stuff like that. It's gonna be the only time you'll ever see this review on any YouTube channel, honestly. Angie Martinez up close and personal.
I want to tag her. I want her to see the album.
Hey y'all, saw that review platforms, Facebook, Twitter is going down tonight, tomorrow. So y'all just make sure y'all.
So I'm gonna make sure I tag her in the post so she can see how bad it was.
He might come on and just talk about
Hey,
it.
let her come on so she can explain herself. Like, why did you try to rap? You can't rap. You're not a rapper. You're a journalist. You know.
Shit, I'd rather do a Miss LA album. This is way better.
Then this Sunday we're gonna have the All in the Family sitcom retrospective, which I can't wait. Which I'm actually watching the episode right now and shit.
Something good after that. You're gonna need to watch yourself after that trash review. So it's something good on Sunday.
Yeah, I just be
Yeah,
watching episodes of Good Times.
yeah. I think either next week or the week after next might be my last week before I go on a little break. Because I feel like I need to do some good albums after Angie Martinez and shit. Just to
You think?
I pay you.
shit.
Angie and Kobe? Kobe who? Kobe Bryant?
But that Kobe Bryant album was whack too.
Never heard it.
It's like the best athlete to rap with Shaq. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, I'm not talking shit about Kobe, man. That's a legend.
I mean, I respect Kobe
Some
too,
people
but I'm
shouldn't
not.
did an album. That's Allen Iverson
But
shouldn't did an album either, but you know,
but I'm not gonna be one of them
maybe
niggas
good.
that be like, oh, I love Kobe's
Next
rapping just because the guy died. I'm just gonna be real.
album out. None of you niggas that play sports. That's just my opinion.
Cause I was on some YouTube forums and shit, and niggas were talking how Kobe's rap album was actually not bad. I was like, y'all weren't saying this shit last week. Y'all weren't saying this shit last week and shit. That's all I gotta
Dame
say.
could rap. I don't like the production he has, but Dame Dollar could rap though. He just need better production. Ron
So
Artest, I
yeah,
don't
man.
know. Nah, Ron Artest can't rap. He had a
Nah,
label. He had a label. This dude had a label and signed the law, and the law didn't even want to be on that label.
Who?
The law, the R&B group.
Who these unknown
not a
niggas?
lord.
Check their album out, Eric. Their first album was dope.
Nah, I'm just listening to my album. Just go. I ain't trying to listen to none of that shit.
Oh
Y'all
Lord,
talking
I
about.
actually did an interview with them, the R&B group. Like they talked about the being with Ron Artest label.
These niggas should just stick to missing 3-point game winning shots on the court instead of just doing albums. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Ron Artest can't rap. Good ball player though, but you can't rap. You can't rap.
I don't know
Yes,
why
you're
these
right.
niggas.
That was a law. I did an interview with them. They talked about the beef with Mariah. They talked about being on Ron Artest label. That actually happened.
All right, I'm gonna actually end this off right here, y'all. Thanks so much for watching this Ghostface Pretty Toney review. This has really been a good week for reviews and shit like that. I think tomorrow might be the funniest one we might have to do and shit.
Friday's
So
supposed to be a good.
you said what?
Mess it up on a Friday. Now I can tell it was a Monday or something or Tuesday, but on Friday, sir.
It shouldn't be no day. That doesn't mean.
Yeah. Oh, that thing coming for you.
Shit. Well, you know what they say. Some Fridays are better than other Fridays, you know.
That's for sure.
Yeah, but try
Besides,
your thing.
Huh?
you said what?
I was saying your thing should be coming soon.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, you
Did you ever get the money back for the last one?
Yeah, them cockroaches gave me my money back, but yeah, I'm gonna make it up to you.
Cool.
All right, I'm gonna see y'all later tomorrow and shit. Make sure y'all have a good night.
He's everything.
Man,
All
you gonna need it.
You said what?
I'm saying get some sleep. You gonna need it for the album review tomorrow.
All right, peace.